Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new Doctor Who video. Today I'm going to talk about and discuss these brand new Doctor Who titles. So alright, let's get into it and start off with the first one, which is called The Robot Revolution. So this episode will be about robots, obviously, these red guys, which is really interesting. And they will also abduct Belinda. Belinda is this new companion for the Doctor in season 2. So there we go, that's very cool. And I think because of this monitor, you have the planet Belinda, which is really interesting little detail. So that might refer back to like Belinda being the new queen of that planet, because the names are the same. That would make sense, obviously, and a true Doctor Who style, trying to mess up things that actually are the same. So there we go, very interesting indeed. So right, the second episode is Lux. Lux is another synonym for light, and this episode will focus on Mr. Ring-a-Ding actually going to the real world. And Mr. Ring-a-Ding is a cartoon character from an old 50s film. The film doesn't exist, obviously it's pure fiction, but Mr. Ring-a-Ding goes to the real world, and he brings chaos with him along. So there we go. But I think Mr. Ring-a-Ding might be a god, a new god in the Doctor Who universe. We have Sutekh, we have the Toy Maker, we have Maestro, and maybe Mr. Ring-a-Ding could be the god of animation, of like reality or something. I'm not quite sure. Or 2D animation. That's a bit of a weird god, but could work. Mrs. Flood is also in this episode, which is really interesting. So there we go. Alright, the next episode is going to be titled The Well, not to be confused with Die Welle, which is a German film. And The Well is actually focused, I guess, on this bunker, and it reminds me of Fallout. Obviously, Fallout is also this dystopian world or video game that is about like the nuclear fallout, I guess. Yeah, it's literally in the title, where people try to get civilized back on a normal Earth, after the post-apocalyptic things, so yeah, there we go. But they also need to fight mutants and all other monsters in that world too. But The Well might be about like underground tunnels or something like that. I'm not quite sure. I don't really know a lot about this episode, but that's very interesting. Alright, the next episode is Lucky Day, and this will feature Unit and Ruby Sunday from the previous season, which is really cool. And we also have this little newspaper article. Are Unit keeping aliens in their HQ basement, which is really interesting. I would love to see definite aliens pop up in this episode. I mean, I would love to see that, obviously, like the Daleks or the Weeping Angels, the Zygons, the we have so many other great Doctor Who aliens to maybe make a cameo in this episode. That would be so lovely. So there we go. Alright, next episode is going to be The Story and the Engine. This will focus on a barber shop or something like that. I'm not quite sure what it is actually, or a hairdresser. And we also have these African people with African last names or surnames or whatever. Both, I guess. But the thing is, this is also about, like the episode is called The Story and the Engine. The engine might refer to something mechanical, but the story part is very interesting. If you combine the story element and the African culture, you get a spider god from the culture of Vienna, I believe. Anansi, I think, is the spider's name. That's the god of stories. And we also see in the trailer a spider on a web with the lights and stars and gods of stories. So it makes sense, right? It makes sense to actually see that. And I would love to see Anansi, or whatever her name, or whatever his name is, to actually see in Doctor Who. Can't bloody wait. That's a new god of stories, which is really, really, really cool. So alright, the next one is going to be the Interstellar Song Contest. So this episode, it speaks for itself. It's like literally Eurovision and stars. So I just hope they'll make a great episode out of it, and I hope we'll get some banger songs, and maybe ABBA or something. I'm not quite sure, or Mika, bro. Imagine. Anyway, let's talk about the next one, which is Wish World. Wish World is the second last episode of this season, and you know, as you can see, it's about a clock or time travel, or maybe time space travel, space time travel. And we also see a background with like dinosaur bones, and it looks like this mannequin or alien looking thing. I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's, you know, something to do with Mrs. Flood. Maybe she is the I don't know, the god of let's see, time and space. Time and space. Yeah, no, just kidding. No, it would be lovely to see actually. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what to think of it. Wish World, very interesting episode title. All right, the next one is The Reality War, and this is a borough of Hackney. And borough, this is a part of London. I did not know that. I just wanted to double check for myself and for the people watching. So yes, this is a part of London, and maybe that borough gets placed somewhere in the reality of Doctor Who, and I don't know. Could be really cool. And I hope we'll get to see, like, you know, reality warping, and maybe something along those lines of The Wedding of River Song, where we have like um, Churchill and also Leonardo da Vinci living under the same roof in the White House, which, you know, very interesting. Okay, so alright, these were the titles. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully you like my reaction on them. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will check you later. Goodbye everyone, or should I say, Doctor, I let you go. Allons-y.